Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, from the Will Review. Today it is Bomb Transport 3D, something slightly more fancy. Well, it's on the Unity engine, so it's got fancy stuff on it. But yes, this is a driving game. Well, yeah, it's a driving game where you have to carry a payload of various explosives to an end point and not blow up in the process, dodging barrels and coping with speed bumps and mines and all the other various blockadey sort of stuff. I think one of the big problems with this is partly well, the fact that it's all fancy and stuff actually doesn't play in its favour, because the things like physics and stuff, because for things like bombs, like this I guess is supposed to be a nuke, but this is rather heavy and it doesn't actually move, and this truck's not very fast. So we can get through most of the stuff quite slowly. But yeah, as it's on the Unity engine, it looks very nice. There's lots of fancy stuff with it. Cope with the speed bump. Hop, hop, hop. Was barely breaking any speed laws to get there anyway. But yeah, it's a nice little thing. I think when you fail, because when you fail, it's quite visceral. I think you probably see me fail in the next mission. What do I get? Silver? Again, silver. I've no idea why it gives cash. I don't understand that, because you can't do anything with the cash. If you can do stuff with the cash, you can't improve anything. It's all just yeah. There's a wide variety of trucks with lots of variety of things. It's just the trucks have just variety of size and variety of length and variety of speed as well. Which is let's go for this one again. And when I said one of the big problems is with physics, is that things like this being a missile or a bomb or something. Oh wow, I can move it. Glitched it out. Problem with physics is that some of these bombs, like these ones, have a tendency to roll. And so it partly becomes a battle with the physics than anything else. Because the third level, which is the level I'm kind of stuck on. No, the fourth level. I'm not sure. I think it might be actually, yeah, it's the fourth level. Where they give you a rocket thing. Because I think part of the problem is that because they give the bombs like this, they roll about because they're rolling on their sides. But if they gave the bombs nose forward, it's like the nose of the bombs facing towards the cab, it wouldn't roll. It wouldn't roll because they're too long, because you can't, the width of the truck doesn't change. So none of them are going to be wide enough to have the bombs sit sideways along and then have the fins basically stop it from rolling about. So it'd be a lot easier if they just turn the bombs, sat them down, face up, and just solve this. I know for this one I have to have a longer base, simply because I am now carrying what seems to be fucking SAM missiles. This one is a big problem with sliding, because these ones must not be very light, because as soon as you touch the accelerator, they just start sliding across the basin, across the back, which is this. Not necessarily visceral for explosion, but yeah, it's fun. At least it doesn't dwell on the idea. It just goes, "You failed," and then move on. Yeah, I actually quite well. I quite like this. It doesn't mess around with its difficulty, which the physics partly play a role in it. But considering that, if you look at this, I'm turning as per the level says. I tried going forwards, that doesn't work. You end up running into a mine. Yeah, you end up. Oh, wow, did they just slide forwards? It ends up being a battle not of the obstacles. The obstacles are fairly easy to drive around. It just becomes a battle of the physics. It's fighting the things to keep them on, rather than, oh god, they're going to fall off here. Oh, balancing. That's not physics. That's not physics. Yeah, because if you drive forward, this is the only way back onto the track. And you end up hitting that mine. Which is actually quite well placed. Wish there was a way to realign these things. That's... well, okay, goodbye. Wow, okay, that tire glitched out. That tire glitched out. Yeah, I quite like this, but it ends up being a battle of the physics engine. Which may be part of the difficulty, but if it is part of the big difficulty, it's kind of a bullshitty way of just making the difficulty hard. Because it could just be that, yes, I could drive this perfectly fine. They just fall off because I take a corner. And doesn't matter what speed I take the corner, it just rolls off. Because momentum. Yeah. It's alright. I think... this is it's an alright sort of thing, but it could use some cleaning up. Really, more than anything, it could. Wow, is that literally all of the settings? Just wow. I have never seen a settings page that has only one button. Wow. Wow. I am... wow. I think this sort of says a lot. Is that, yes, it could do with some polish. It could do with some cleaning up. There are a few things in this which... wow. Yes. Could use some polish. It is decent as it is, but it's not great.